Zubadas and the dust, and the tire, Yadadan flower, and Zabadabas and tuba, Zabadas and the da, and the da, the babawa, the babawa. What's going on? Big A, the Manky Geek, coming at you with another video. Sorry, I was in the middle of singing there, Sunflower by Post Malone and Sway Lee. Now the reason why I was doing that is because Into the Spider-Verse was a wicked film, and it's up for it's nominated for Best Animated Feature for the Oscars, which I believe is coming up shortly, in a few days I think, perhaps towards the end of the week, I think. I should do research before doing videos really, but it's coming up soon, and I think that film is definitely deserving of the Best Animated Feature, and I'm going to tell you as to why. So firstly, the animation itself, I loved the kind of like weird frame rate that they went for, because it kind of reminded me of like stop motion animation. So it reminded me a lot of like the kind of Wallace and Gromit, Aardman kind of stuff, which I enjoy seeing, and it kind of gave me that feel, even though I knew it was CGI. And then on top of that, they did this wicked thing where it appears to be cell shaded, but it's not quite cell shading. It's like they put lines on the characters' faces and kind of did some jiggery pokery where it kind of animates around the face, but then they had to put in imperfections and stuff like that. So they went in deep, like it crazy. And also the character designs are really well done as well. Like everyone loves the kind of gangly look to kind of all the various spiders, and especially like the young Peter Parker and the old Peter Parker, and even Miles himself are quite like slender and kind of long looking, which is just dope. But also like the, I guess you can call them pop frames, where kind of like where there's action going on and just be a brief second of like something that would just pop out. It's like, but they're actually actual pieces of art that someone like drew and put into the film and all that. So they went far out there. And I know there's the other people in the category are The Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Mirai, I think that's how you say it, Wreck-It Ralph 2, and Into the Spider-Verse. But well, from the, I've only seen Incredibles 2 and Spider-Verse. Wreck-It Ralph just looks like Wreck-It Ralph 1, and I'm sure it's fine and hilarious and that, but Spider-Verse really pushed the boundaries. I mean, I hear Isle of Dogs is like really good as well, and that stop motion. I was gonna go and see that, but I didn't get a chance to see it. But literally, I've never seen anything animated like Spider-Verse before, especially a CGI movie. So I'm hoping it wins, but the animation is definitely one of the reasons why I think it should win. The other reason is that they made so many improvements to Miles Morales as a character, like actually giving him a personality, actually giving him interests, and his outlook on life, and him being this smart kid who doesn't want to be at this uppity school, and you know tries to fail on purpose and all that kind of stuff because he's bright, you know what I mean, and he doesn't like really want to be where he is, and he struggles as a character as well, man. He's pretty lame throughout most of the movie. I mean, he does begin to learn things from Peter, but yeah, and eventually it does get to a stage where it's like wicked. But that's when he embraces like the change in him and actually learns to kind of like control. Because at first he can't turn invisible when he wants to, can't do the venom blast when he wants to. It's just kind of involuntary, happens, sticks to walls, involuntary, just happens. He can't quite control it. But throughout the course of the movie, and it gets to a certain point where he is then able to control those things. So yeah, I like Miles as a character is just absolutely like wicked. I wish the comic book counterpart was as good as like this version was to begin with. So what I mean is, when Brian Michael Bendis was first doing the character, I wish he was this interesting, and unfortunately he wasn't. This is like kind of a better version of the character, and that's coming from someone who's got every Miles Morales comic going. So, but yeah, and also just the story as well, the fact that it was all these different dimensions and all that kind of brought all these weird, wacky, different variations of Spider-Man or Spider-People together, and they're just wicked to see. Like,
And even towards like the end of the movie and stuff, like I thought I knew how the movie was gonna go. I thought it was gonna be like really obvious, but then there were things that kind of threw me off, especially with the stuff we did, like the younger Peter Parker and that, and it was quite grown up in places as well. Also, the voice acting on point to a T. Like, if it doesn't win, I'm gonna be surprised. I'm gonna be really shocked, just because it really did try and push it, and it really did try and give us something new, something that was not only entertaining but wicked to look at. I'm sure I can go back to that movie when it comes out on Blu-ray, and there's tons of things that I may have missed or not noticed. You know, all the like cool like comic book words, like stuff like, you know, boom and stuff like that. All the onomatopoeia, I guess you can call it. I'm sure there's tons more of that I completely missed altogether or have forgotten about entirely. But yeah, if it doesn't win, I'm just gonna be a bit shocked. I'm just gonna be like, it doesn't make any sense. It'd be weird if it didn't win. If something like, I saw The Incredibles 2, I liked it. I thought it was all right. I thought there were some great action moments in there, especially with Elastigirl. The end, it got a bit kind of, I wouldn't say generic, but a bit predictable for me. Overall, I enjoyed it, but I really don't think it, and I appreciate what Pixar do rather, with like The Incredibles and that, but we were due an Incredibles sequel ages ago. It was good, I liked it, but I think Spider-Verse is the better movie. So if it doesn't win, if that wins over Spider-Verse, I'm just gonna be shocked. Like I just don't get it. Spider-Verse was like a tour de force of artistry, I guess you can call it, with 3D animation, because I've never seen anything like it before. And that's probably the 5th time I've said I've never seen anything like it before. But I really do mean I've never seen anything like it before. I just hadn't at all. But everything about it was on point. I thought the length, like especially the characters, like Olivia Octavius, that just caught me way off guard. I just didn't see it coming. Kingpin was wicked, because I love it when they do a villain and it's not just, oh, look at me and my evil mustache. It was, I am doing something bad, but there's a reason to it. I'm going about the wrong way of doing it, and this is why I've got to do what I've got to do. And Spider-Man's getting in the way, and I just love it when they give like wicked motives, or a motive you can kind of go, I get it, to a villain. It's just genius. But yeah, the whole thing, I just can't wait to own it on Blu-ray. And if it doesn't win the Oscar, I don't know what's going on with the world, man, but I guess we'll see. But let me know as to whether you think Into the Spider-Verse should win Best Animated Feature at the Academy Awards coming up soon. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.
Every time I believe it on you, it don't make it easy, no. Wish I could be there for you. Give me a reason to. Oh, every time I walk it up, I can hear da 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 da.